Our company has been successfully manufacturing pharmaceuticals for various purposes for 20 years. We follow the development of science in the field of pharmaceuticals. We analyze and implement new technologies. We constantly update our product line. At our enterprise, we have various equipment for production of medicines, from granulator to self-adhesive labels automatic line. 5 years ago, our plant joined a major holding company for the production of medicines and biological supplements in Krasnodar. The accession gave us the opportunity to increase our production capacity and upgrade our equipment. I have been working as a chief technologist for 10 years and know all the technological processes well. I made the choice of new equipment myself, agreeing it with the management before purchase. It was not an easy job. There are a lot of equipment on the market. Geography of manufacturers has expanded. Competition has increased, and this in turn has affected the quality of the equipment produced. In pharmaceutical production, it is very important to control the quality of raw materials and finished drugs. For the products to fully meet the requirements of hygiene, it was necessary to take a serious approach to the issue of equipment selection. There were many tablet presses at the exhibition, different configurations depending on the capacity, method of pressing, and number of press tools. Pressing is a technological process of making tablets of powdered materials, in which the raw material is compressed in the molds of the tablet press. To form tablets, matrices and punches of various sizes, configurations, and shapes are used. I wanted to buy a tablet press, which will produce tablets of various shapes. I also looked at the machine that polishes the surface of the punch for the rotary press, a very necessary tool in the production of tablets. I planned to decide which type of rotary tablet press to choose for our production after I arrived at the enterprise. At the trade fair, I took contacts from their representatives of 2 companies which, according to the catalog they presented, could produce rotary presses with different pairs of press tools for the formation of tablets of various shapes. I also took an advertising brochure of a die polisher for the rotary press. Back at the plant, I began contacting representatives of the equipment manufacturers companies by telephone. A company from Germany could only make a laboratory rotary tablet press, but asked me to come and sign the contract in person. Unfortunately, I could not travel to the European Union, as I did not have a visa, and the process of obtaining one would have taken at least 3 months. The company from China sent me a catalog of products in the mail. I chose for a long time, but I could not understand the capabilities of the tablet press. What is the permissible capacity? I decided to look online at companies that supply pharmaceutical equipment. I wanted a professional who had been in the pharmaceutical equipment supply business for a long time and had positive customer reviews. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. I looked at the company's time in the equipment supply market, the company's website, and the machine's delivery terms as criteria. I phoned all the companies to be sure of the manager's professionalism. The specialist of one company said to wait for 5 minutes, but never listened to me. I didn't like this attitude to the customer. The manager of another company talked to me politely, asking questions about the necessary capacity of the mixer, the terms of production. After 5 days, I received from them in the mail 10 options for different machines, and an offer to make a choice on their own. I realized that they do not have a professional approach, and they will not help me in solving the problem of finding the equipment. The last, 3rd option of the intermediary from Moscow turned out to be successful for me. The manager, a man, talked to me like a professional. He asked me specific questions about the purpose of the mixer, the raw material to be mixed, the required capacity. During the consultation phase, he chose a rotary tablet press, which provides 19 pairs of press tools. I decided to study the proposed option carefully, and if I liked it, I agreed with the management. A company specialist emailed me the technical data sheet and operating instructions for the pellet press. I carefully studied the features of the press and its characteristics, looked at the reviews of the proposed equipment on the internet, and came to the conclusion that it was a good option. The machine was acceptable in terms of features and quality. Within a week, we made a contract for the supply of equipment. The manager reported 2 weeks in advance on the degree of readiness of the pellet press. The machine was delivered within the scheduled time. I decided my second question about purchasing a polisher immediately, with the same supplier from Moscow. The die surface polisher proved to be an excellent assistant in production. I was pleased with the result. In any case, it is better to go to a professional, and then your task will not seem so difficult. People think that everything is easy for the professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to keep us thinking that way.